I'm here to help San Pedro College with an action plan. The problem at San Pedro College is that morale is decreasing, and the goal of this action plan is to help boost morale. One assessment tool that can be used pre, mid, and post is SurveyMonkey. The purpose of using SurveyMonkey is to allow faculty to have a platform, maybe 2 or 3 questions, so it won't take up too much of their time, where they can give back honest feedback while they're going through the process of this action plan. There needs to be departmental teams developed holistically in buddy cadre teams. And the purpose of this is to strengthen the unit. There needs to be a unity where 2 or 3 individuals within a department can become a buddy team, and they can give each other positive feedback. You catch someone doing something wonderful, you give them something, you say something positive back to them. This costs no money. What can take place also is what I'm calling Snapchat boost, and you see as a person in your team doing something wonderful or using a certain pedagogy, or the secretary did something awesome in the office. Well, it's your job to make sure that you give that person that a girl or that a boy. And this, again, costs no money, but it encourages positive morale. Another thing that could take place is something I would call SNAP, where faculty or staff member can be caught doing something wonderful. I've seen this take place where a picture is taken and it's featured at the staff meeting or the faculty meeting or the department meeting. Professor so-and-so was caught doing something wonderful, and they present that. The primary elements of this is for staff to have buy-in. That's a huge element. And we would know that staff has buy-in by the assessment feedback that we get from SurveyMonkey and also from observation. I think another important element is to have a positive staff member planted within the departments. And that positive staff member has to have steel toes because of the negativity and the morale level that, it's dropping. So no matter what negativity is coming their way, they're throwing out something positive so that joy can spread. The goals is to address morale. So I have something what I would call the 3 E's. 1 is to encourage problem solving and teamwork within the staff. Excuse me. 2 is to encourage effective positive communication, and 3 is to encourage reasonable self or others' expectations, clear expectations, meaning have clear expectations that's reasonable of yourself and have clear expectations that's reasonable for others, and to communicate that effectively. The strategy is to use focus group discussions. So that's why I have it disaggregated into 2 or 3 within a department, but then we can branch out and have discussions within a department and branch out and have discussions with the faculty as a whole, so we can cross-exchange this. And also I mentioned the SurveyMonkey feedback. You can measure this by observation, staff testimonials at the department meetings and at the faculty meetings, or the lack thereof. And again, I mentioned SurveyMonkey. Grouping, it's important that all faculty are involved. It's important that it's grouped within the department, but I think that we can even blend and mix these groups, and we base that on observations we've seen or information we've gotten back from SurveyMonkey, where we can kind of mix and blend our groups as needed during this action plan. What's really effective is that the president or provost or department heads or the deans, basically all staff are involved, but from a bottom up, not a top down managerial strategy. We need to, our leaders, our servant leaders, need to realize that let's have a more team atmosphere where we're problem solving together as a team. There will be hiccups, there will be cynicisms, and I would address that using what I would call the AA, and that's basically assess it and address it. And